Your mindset, the evil emperor, and the pandemic. How are these related? Stay tuned and we'll discuss it. How do you get centered in all of this global madness? Stay tuned and we'll discuss that as well. See you on the other side. Welcome back to rick.booardi.world.builder YouTube channel. As you know, I'm your mindset coach. We discuss topics related to personal development and global transformation. The evil emperor, what he said was good. Let the hate flow through you. However, Yoda said, fear is the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. Why am I bringing these up? Because there's never been a better time to bring these up than now. In the midst of a global plandemic. Yes, I said it. Plandemic. But that's another topic. Today's topic is how to find your mindset, how to get centered again in the midst of all of this. The image that comes to mind for me is Rocky in Rocky IV. I feel like we're all Rocky in the first round of the fight in Rocky IV between Rocky and that big ass steroid taking Russian dude. Before Rocky knew it, I mean, he knew that he was in it. He was going into a fight. He knew that he was alive and he had a life and he trained and so forth. But man, was he unprepared for that first round. He got his ass kicked. He was overpowered. He was too slow. His footwork was gone. His mindset was driven out the back of his head by the power of Drago. I can't remember which. The Russian guy, the big guy. So I feel like all of us have been going through this for at least a month now. You know, there were some warnings that something was up. You know, people were talking about it on social media, speculating, everybody was. And then boom, the Russians stepped into the ring and just beat us all, every one of us. And people are not centered. And if you follow me on Facebook or on my YouTube channels, I talk a lot about this kind of thing. I was talking about this prior to the plandemic, but and I'm not saying I was like Nostradamus or anything like that, but I will say that I've studied global trends and human nature and performance and mindset for my entire adult life, so I can spot trends in people and also spot trends in humanity. And I knew something big was coming. I knew something big was coming soon. I didn't think that it would be biological virus. Although, I mean, I know that those type of weapons are developed, chemical, biological, neurological, all kinds of things, you know, nuclear, conventional, and so forth. Point is that people are reeling, and if you're on any form of social media, because that's all that's really left, we've all been divided and separated. There's not a whole lot of places that we can talk. I mean, even before this pandemic, people communicated on social media, the various forms of it, and kind of the old days of people sitting on the stoop of the general store discussing world issues are pretty much long gone, and even neighbors out there mowing the lawn see each other stopping and shooting the shit. Everyone's kind of their own island nation in their own houses, and this is before the pandemic. And then now, people are just like prisoners, being weakened in their homes unless you decide to do something about it. However, I will tell you that it's not easy. I mean, people are scared shitless, and whether or not they even know it, they've been divided prior to this into different races, into different income stratifications, different religions, gender issues, absolutely political issues. The list goes on and on. And then this thing hits, and people try to make sense of it. They go to social media where all their friends and contacts are, and they say what they think, and they theorize, and they pour their hearts out. The downside of all this is that fear drives people to react often in weak ways. So they'll respond with hate and condescension, condescending attitude. I don't mean that they make condensations like water drops. And they'll do things like they'll use these passive-aggressive techniques where somebody will post something that they've researched, they've looked at, and a person responding will just say, not true. And just because they said it that way, in their mind, it invalidates everything that this person had the guts to put up there. Or they might go at one point in the entire presentation the person makes and challenge one point, and in their minds, that negates the entire thing. Or they'll accuse you of something. They'll say, you're just being a fearmonger, you're right-wing. And I say right-wing because it's mostly the left-wing that is doing more of this hate, because they don't like Trump to begin with. And anyone who says anything that they can kind of link to Trump, they put you in that category. So all these things are happening, and people are losing their shit, and their center is gone, and their whole daily routine is gone too. I mean, now it's like you might as well be in one of those upscale prisons that they send the elites to, because you've still got pretty good food because you can go out and buy it, and you have entertainment to a degree. You have Netflix, things like that. You've got nice furniture a lot of times. I mean, it's better than a jail cell. I assume even people in the, maybe not. Maybe some parts of the world, a jail cell would be nicer, because there's running water and toilets. But generally, I think the case is people would rather be imprisoned in their homes than in a jail cell. And so, and a lot of people still have their jobs, they're working at home, so they have a way to feel like they're contributing, especially if you're essential like I am. Like what you're doing benefits people during this time. Okay, so to get your center back, you're probably knocked out of it because people are telling you you're crazy or stupid for posting something that doesn't meet the mainstream media narrative. Or maybe you're not even doing something like that. You're just reading stuff, and it's just like, man, where does the hate stop? Where does the arguing stop? How to get centered. First of all, as cliche as it sounds, breathing techniques and meditation. You need to set aside time to fully breathe. Fully breathe through your diaphragm. Not just upper chest breathing, not just panic breathing, not just emotional breathing, but deep. Take it all in, expand your belly, and then exhale it all out. In, out. Take your time, long breaths. Clear your mind, or actively meditate where you run through affirmations in your mind, one after the other, and set your mind with these positive affirmations. The other thing is take time. Let your emotions happen. I mean, you got to. This is big. And if you don't process these things, you're going to carry them. Not even in your conscious mind, but in your unconscious mind. Remember, your unconscious mind picks up everything you hear and say. It doesn't know the difference between reality, what is happening outwardly, and what you think internally. It takes it all as real. So start processing those emotions. Start getting it back. Start thinking about, hey, look, here's an opportunity here in this world. We've been forcibly slowed down. You can start to realize what is your strength. Maybe what you do every day, all day prior to this thing took up a ton of your time. Now it doesn't as much. I mean, you don't have a commute, for instance. It's a time to look back through your life. What were those strengths? I know you've been called to something your whole life. You've been given a gift. Bring it out. Do what I'm doing right here. Go on, make a YouTube channel, or post something, or talk to people you care about. Reevaluate how you communicate with people. What emotional patterns do you have when you get challenged? And you're going to be challenged in this trying time more than ever so. Reevaluate those, how you move through your truth, and you drop down, and when someone challenges you, into how you're hurt, how you become angry, how you become numb and just don't respond when you should be responding. You don't need to respond face to face with that person. It may not be worth it, but you need to evaluate these things and work your way back through how you've become numb, how you've become hurt, or how you're angry, how you're responding, how you become hurt. Identify it and bring yourself back up to your truth. Start finding out what that skill is. Are you a writer? Are you a speaker? Are you a singer? Are you an artist? Post these things. Get them out there. Start your own personal brand, your own business. Start building it slowly, just each day. Add a little bit to it. Do that on top of what it is you do to support yourself. Maybe what you do to support yourself, you're in a forced break from it, which is terribly unfortunate, but use the time. It's not going to cost you anything more. It's an opportunity. As tough as this is, we can either hate or we can do something. So, all right, I'm going to let you go. Rick Booardi, World Builder. Like, share, definitely subscribe. Hit the subscribe bell. Share my videos with others. Comment. Tell me what you want to hear about in the comments, and I'll do a video on it. If you want my mindset coaching sessions, reach out to me. My address is there. You all know how to reach me. You can tell me. We'll do a discovery session. It won't cost you anything. We'll go through it. We'll talk about it. We'll see if I'm the right person to help you. Maybe somebody else is. Maybe there's another path. Maybe there's a path with me. We'll talk about that. We'll determine it. We'll get together. Peace and love, everybody. Take care.